Hi everyone, I'm Nikita Spires and I will be teaching you guys how to paint a hare. So let's crack on. Okay, so we're going to start out the drawing with doing the rabbit's ears, which are going to be right at the top. So there goes my pen. So we'll just do 2 ears right here. Then we're going to do the head. So you could draw sort of like a circle going here. With an eye in the middle. Then do the nose with a little mouth. If you need to pause, do so. Next, we'll do the body. So just under the mouth there, do a big curved line going down, and a big curve. Then do the bottom of the tummy here, and add in some legs. And add in where its paws would be. And there we have a hare. Need to take a pause, do so. Okay, for this painting you will need white, black, orange, blue and red. If you have brown, that's brilliant. And if not, we'll make some brown. So to make brown, we need to grab our yellow, some red and some blue. Mix that all together. Till we make a nice shade of brown. So we're going to start off with outlining our ears with our brown. And then we're going to go down on the face, all the way down to the nose of the brown. And we're just going to outline our head for brown. And a little bit of brown under the eyes. So it's predominantly brown, so we're just going to put this brown pretty much in a lot of areas. So we'll also get the brown and we'll colour in half of the arms in brown, all under its head in brown. I'm going to drag it down. If you want your brown to be darker, just make it a bit stronger, so you can just get blue, red and only a tiny little bit of yellow. I'll make a much darker brown. So we want a nice dark brown in the middle, on those arms. And we also want it on the leg. And we're going to put it all the way down the back as well. If you need to take a pause, do so. And if not, we're going to go in with some orange. If you don't have orange, mix yellow and red together. Just add a bit of orange into our brown. So the direction, we're going to be going downwards to create the illusion of fur. We're just adding little orange highlights next to the browns. You will then go in with yellow. And then we're going to add yellow next to the orange. With yellow on the face. Take a pause if you need to. Next, we're going to go in with white, and all across the chest, we're going to add white. And we are going to blend it into the yellow, and we're going to push it over the edge, and we're dragging this paint to create a fluffy illusion. We've got a special guest here, trying to get into the studio. So with our white, we're just going to put white on the remaining areas. We're going to add white all the way around the tummy. And we're going to push it out to create that fluff. Then along the arms, we're also going to add the white. I'm just going to go in a downwards motion, we're blending it all together. I'm just going to bring it down into the tummy. And just on the edge of its back, go down with white. And we've got to do all of this fairly quickly, so all of our paint's still wet, so we can, blend everything together. So now I'm moving on with the white. I'm not cleaning my paintbrush for any of this. I'm going to put white all over the pores along the bottom. I'm going to drag it up. And I'm just going to start blending everything together in the direction of where the fur would go. So So I'm making him have really furry paws and just blending everything nicely together. I'm dragging this white to go cover the top of the paws. So I'm putting some white up here and that's going over our paws. And with our direction of fur, so over here, it's sort of going out like this. So we're dragging our paintbrush. So we're putting some white onto the brown and we're dragging it in the directions. This is going to create your illusion of fur. There's no need to wash your paintbrush because we're pretty much blending everything together. And we're going to do the same to a face. So we're going to add white going down its nose and on the outside. Have big white cheeks, a white chin, and white going all the way around. We're also going to get white and put it around the eyes, the top half of the eyes. And then I'm going to blend it all down. So on the face, I'm doing a dabbing motion for its cheeks and really gently pulling the colours together. I'm also going to give him a little fluffy tail. I want to get a little bit of white there. Just going to add some more white going across, just some nice little directions for its fur. Then we're going to move on to the ears, so if you need to take a pause, do so. And if not, we're going to line the middle of our ears with white. So we're going to do that in the middle. And we'll also go around the edge with some white. Blending it into the brown. And then we're going to mix some red and white together to make pink. just going to add a little bit of pink into the ears. Right in the middle. I'm going to blend that into the white. I'm then going to get that pink, give him a little pink nose. So now that we've blended our body fully, if you've been to my classes before, you know I do go on about layers. The more layers you have, the more realistic your painting's going to be. So we're going to go back in with some brown. And because we've blended everything together, we need to redefine it. It's going to make it look more realistic. So we're going in for our brown. And we're going to put it back under the face in its directional lines, a little bit more onto that face. We'll do a little bit around the under eye, on the top, around the ears again. Just bringing that colour back in the arms. If your brown's not brown enough, you can add a tiny drop of black. Really a very, very small amount, like a little tiny dab. And we're just gonna make some marks where our paws are gonna be. And I'm just going to dab a little bit of that dark around the face. And I'm going to drag these ears into the face. I'm going to clean my paintbrush nicely. I'm going to do the same with white. So I'm going to go over my places again and add the white back in. Especially on the tummy, dragging it over the arms. And that white, we're going to put it back into the ears. And on the face. So we really want to make those cheeks prominent. Now with mine, I'm going to get a tiny little drop of blue and mix it with some white to make a really light blue. I'm just going to add the tiniest little blue going through it Just a really subtle little amount. Looks quite nice against the brown. So I'm just going to put a bit of blue around the pink. Add that nice bit of blue in. Okay, now I'm going to switch over to a small paintbrush. I'm going to go in with our brown. And we are going to colour in our eye a nice brown, so we're going to do a nice circle. A dab of white, a reflection. We're going to get white over the top. Make the eyelid. I'm going to get a tiny bit of black and just create the pupil. Then get a tiny bit of black, mix it with the brown, and we're just going to cut in and make the nose and the mouth. I'm making mine quite smiley. It's a happy hare. I'm also going to get this black with brown and outline my ears. And my head. I'm then going to get this black outline and also outline the paws, the feet. I'm going to go in with some white, my small brush. I'm going to add the fine details. So I'm going to give him some of the white eyebrows, some white fur on his ears, and some big white whiskers. Oh, more pink. And I'm going to outline a bit of it here with the white. Then around the body, I'm just going to add some more little lines with my brown. And you can give him some nails. If you want to be a little bit more advanced, you can go in with some blue and some white. And you can add a little bit of blue to your white highlight. That'll make it look like it's reflecting the sky. add a bit more blue to mine. I'm going to add some more white highlights to the face. I'm going to add a couple of little dots on the cheeks. And a little bit more black. I'm going to outline the eye in a bit of black as well. There we go. Again, I've done my painting on recycled slate, so I'm going to keep my background grey. You guys can do a grey background if you like. You'll just have to redo that whisker, those whiskers. Or maybe you could just do the whole background green. Maybe you'll be in a little field, whatever. I'll add some eyelashes. Okay, thank you everyone for coming to this week's class. I hope you enjoyed painting this cute little hare. Do take lots of pictures, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a week. Ciao.